sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. You guys doing fantastic today? Got a interesting video. I don't know about fun, but I've actually tried the Shimakaze out. Yes, the tier 10 Shimakaze, and forgive me, my computer got stuck right there. I went into circles for some reason, and I'm just learning the ship. I do not play the Shimakaze that often, and then you can understand why. It's my video about why I don't like it and what is the capabilities of the Shimakaze. So as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. You see value what we're doing here today. Smash those buttons down below and leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you have fun watching the ship. Enjoy the show. So the Shimakaze explains to you why I don't like this ship. The biggest reason is the futility of it. The utility, the efficiency, the effectiveness. I just do not like it. It doesn't have enjoyment of a playstyle for me. And why are we doing this? We play this game for enjoyment, have fun, and having a good time, right? And, oh, Marceau takes a hit from Shimakaze, mind you. So Shimakaze can do those basically dev strikes right there where you're basically just launching a massive wall of torpedoes. As you can see, that Shimakaze player has the short-range torpedoes, as do I. And now why do I like the short range as opposed to the long range? Because the 84 knot speed, which maybe cuts down on the reaction time. I don't know. They go a little faster. 84 knots, kind of almost like borderline Holland torpedoes, but they pack a wallop. As you can tell, Shimakaze torpedoes do 21,000 damage, only 8 kilometers, and the reload is down to 100 seconds. Okay, so right here, this is why Shimakaze players are so bad, because they don't use the guns. And I'm like, well, dude, the guns are great. Use them. They're only 6-second reloads, but the problem is they do pack a wallop. They do a significant amount of damage for some reason. I mean, look, 915 meters per second. They do 2,100 damage right there. 2,150 damage, so they're not necessarily bad calibers. They can do some wallop of damage if you can hit the damn thing. The reload rate is what suffers. I mean, I got a 5-second reload, and let me see if I can take my counterparts Shimakaze right here. And boom, he goes down. Way to go there. So we take out one of their destroyers. Right, so we tit for tat, we do a trade. He takes out Marceau, we take a Shimakaze player. Now, the reason why Shimakaze is so powerful is because the concealment. Look at the concealment there. Up to 5.4 concealment once you have him out of the smoke here. And it's got, of course, like standard smoke that has a long reload. Only lasts about, what, 97 seconds? So not bad. But the bread and butter of this thing is to do stealthy attacks, you see here. And pretty much it's kind of boring gameplay. I'm not shooting guns. I'm not launching torpedoes out to these ranges. You can build for the 12 or 20 kilometer torpedoes, which is ridiculous, but you don't hit anything with them because you can see these torpedoes coming from a mile away. Literally, you have 8-second to 10-second reaction times, which you've probably seen when you're playing against Shimakaze players. And it's that you can see them. Like I said, you can react to them. A lot of people dodge a lot of torpedoes. You can see that majority of games I play in the Shimakaze, even for this game, you don't really see too many torpedo hits. And I actually had more damage with the guns than I did anything else. But I have no heals. I have terrible HP, and I don't know why I don't have Superintendent. I thought, or unless this is the maximum HP, I don't know. Let me know. I don't play the ship that often. I don't really care. Most of the time, you're not getting shot at. You have a 5.6 concealment here. I believe you can get this thing lower. I don't know. I think I've seen 5.4. I mean, 5.6, whatever. I've done the best I could with it. But you can see right here, the speed is fast. It's a sneaky, stealthy torpedo ship, which is boring in my personal opinion. That's why I'm playing this replay and a little faster speed, because majority of the time you're literally World of Sailing ships at this point. You're not really doing anything. You don't fire your guns as much, even though they are good guns in a sense. You can use them to finish off players, but I don't recommend going out one-on-one gunfights. I'm on usually the other side of the coin. I'm the one dealing damage to the Shimakaze player, and I usually win the engagements. You get that onesie, twosie occasional Shimakaze player just does a suicide torpedo run, launches literally like 15 torpedoes right at your ship, and there's really nothing you can do about it at those closer ranges. But the spreads, if you let them drive out far enough, like the torpedoes eventually will spread out and create these crazy gaps and allow you to actually wiggle in between. See that spread right there? Look, the torpedoes start spreading out and have a crazy dispersion. So then you can start finding a slot, and your whole life in World of Warships is really just trying to figure out how to dodge these Shimakaze torpedoes and find that gap and work your way in it. We take a shot out here. Svea's not be able to spot us. He's outside of his 9-kilometer radar range, so we feel okay to fire. But look at even the arcs are terrible. I don't like the Shimakaze, I'm telling you. It's just not as fun. I don't see an engaging thing about it. All I do is like do a lot of spotting damage. You are a great scout. You go. It's kind of like Jaeger gameplay if you haven't seen that, where you're really just amazing concealment, terrible guns. You go out there with your torpedoes and just wreak havoc that way, and make it like you're kind of like a submarine player at this point. And I don't like that gameplay. I don't like that gameplay style. It can be effective in the hands of a right player. Because Sabia says, when BBs all sit in the back and play sniper. Yeah, I said, dude, play Unbreakable Line. This is exactly what the meta is, and I'll take a screenshot of that to probably post it. But this is the reason why I hate the Shimakaze so much. It adds no utility to the game or the player for enjoyment purposes, and it can be effective in the sense of spotting-wise and let other players, but you're relying on your other teammates to hopefully hit the ship. Like there, did the Vermont take some damage? Yeah, cool. These 8-kilometer torpedoes are terrible at watch. All he has to do is drive about 0.5 away, and these torpedoes literally run out of range. But those torpedoes are fast. If you get the right shot on them, you can get it. What does the Shimakaze do well? Again, it can go in and cap, out detect somebody, and look at these torpedoes. They run out right before they hit them, and somebody steals a kill anyways. But I wouldn't have killed that guy because the torpedoes don't have the range. But we'll take a look at another video as to why, what is the usage of the Shimakaze. It's there to go in and cap, spot, and torp for free, whatever, and whenever you can. I didn't really do any. Look at that. Look at how much damage I did. No effectiveness at all. And this is why people hate Shimakaze players so much. You're annoying. You don't provide too much utility, and it's just boring gameplay. So let's take a look at another one. Okay, so what does the Shimakaze really do well? I mean, this thing in this battle you're going to see right here really does the basic idea of what a destroyer, stealthy destroyer player is supposed to do, which is run in with great concealment and go cap, take over the cap, hold the objective, and then get out of dodge pretty quickly. You can dodge and juke, and I mean, it is not that maneuverable, I would say, or stealthy, or not stealthy, but what word am I looking for? Maneuverability, dodging all these kind of incoming fire and so forth. You get radar, you just got to figure out how to get out of it. It does it okay. It doesn't do it as well, I would say, like a Yu Yang or maybe a Gearing or so forth, but it is there to do what you're seeing in the background here, which is go in with great concealment, be stealthy like a submarine. Essentially, it's like a submarine on the surface. You basically are launching massive torpedoes like you see right there to saturate an area. You go in, you cap, you conceal, you whatever, wreak havoc in the sense of just spotting everybody and torpedoing the crap out of an area. And you hold it that area that way, and that's it. I mean, I'm not going to fire my guns do really jack crap against anything. Even if I fire this Kremlin or the Petro, what is it going to do, really? All I'm doing is relying on the torpedo saturation gimmick, and that's it. That's the Shimakaze gameplay for you in a nutshell. I got radar. Nobody fired at me. Now I got the concealment. So even if, let's say, the Barbiano or some other destroyer comes in, I outspot everything. I even outspot the Palau submarine on the opposing player team. So I'm really a force recon scout. I'm out there outspotting and detecting everything and basically wreaking havoc. And I guess you could say that causes players to freak out and move their ships in a certain way, and they're freaking out, and they may dedicate some resources, allocate them to chase you down and waste their time. And that's really why I hate Shimakaze, because it just wastes your time, because you're running around the map trying to chase this thing, again, like a submarine gameplay, which, again, I've always said I don't like the submarine gameplay for that reason, where you're running around the map, chasing something that's underwater, you can't do anything about it. And Shimakaze kind of fulfills that role in the sense, too, but at least you can fire at it if it's in smoke or blind fire at it, whatever. There is a chance to potentially kill it, and you've got even radar to counter it as well. And that's it. I mean, that's the gameplay. I mean, notice I have not fired my guns yet. I'm running around. I'm going to do this stealth torpedo tactic here where I'm running around and trying to torp you, and you can't really do much about it other than just absorb the damage, and they do a lot of damage. These torpedoes, I mean, you're launching 15 of them. It's crazy. I think back in the day, Shimakaze did have 6 torpedo tube launchers. Haragumo is kind of remnants of that. Haragumo and Kitakaze, they have 6 torpedo launch tubers. They only have 1, though. Imagine if you could launch 18 at a time. So now look at what we're doing here. This is the bulk of Shimakaze gameplay right here, and you're pretty much just running around. You got a radar. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, great. I got a radar on me, but is anybody going to fire at me? Even if someone did fire at me, it's kind of like, okay, just, yay, someone shot me, and then the radar goes away, and that's the gameplay. I didn't fire anything at me. I'm just, or I'm not firing anything at anybody. I'm just waiting for my torpedoes to get within range, and then I'm going to launch them. And notice I'm not, probably, the odds of actually getting a hit here are pretty darn slim to none, because people have got hydro, they've got the ability to spot these things from far out. I mean, you're going to get 8 seconds to think about these things, write a dissertation, then go like, okay, all right, I guess I'll turn and find a gap here. Yay, I get one. Look at that. 11,000 damage. Okay, not bad, but that's it. That's the bulk of the gameplay. And then you're waiting for the horrendous reloads on the Shimakaze, and then what are you doing in the meantime? You're really just driving around. You get a lot of spotting damage, like I said, but I didn't play this game to sail around and look at ships and, you know, a world of cruise ships and spotting ships. I'm not here as a tourist. I'm here to actually employ weapon systems and do something to help my team out. Notice the Petro is going to chase us down now. He's going to really leave the cap, leave his Kremlin alone, and go after me and kind of just sacrifice resources. He's radaring me again, and he's going to fire at me. But look what my friendly other underwater threat cancer is this the submarine, the U-2501, is now going to take advantage of me spotting the Petro full time, by the way. Free spotting damage. And then here come, there are the torpedoes of the U-2501. And I'm speeding up the video just to emphasize how boring this is. And boom, he goes down. What was the Petro supposed to do in that situation? Fun, exciting gameplay, right? Now, Shikashima's right here. Although it's a super ship, we are going to literally spot the crap out of this guy. People are going to take tons and tons of damage at this guy by shooting him, spotting him, perma-spotting him. And now I'm in the back of a spawn here. I mean, and not only am I in the spawn, I'm in the back of the spawn. Okay, I mean, further behind where they actually started at. And you can see how bad this is for the opposing team. They're like, oh my god, we have a Shimakaze player in the background literally spotting everybody, and now it's going to torpedo for free because we have no radar, no capabilities to get this guy or find this guy, and Shimakaze is really running around without firing guns. And look at that spread right there. And I had to get within 6 kilometers because he has to then drive 2 kilometers outside of 8 in order to render the torpedoes ineffective. And this is pretty much overpowered submarine gameplay right here for you in the destroyer format. And just look at this. How many can it take? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, he's dead. Oh, wow. Fun and effective gameplay, right? I don't know. This is why I hate Shimakaze so much. Because not only are they annoying, but they don't really bring anything to the fight, in my personal opinion, for enjoyment, gameplay, and excitement. In the hands of the right player, absolutely. Could this be an horrendous gameplay? Yes, it can be. And what is Vermont supposed to do? And he's like, oh my gosh, I got a Shimakaze player right in front of me. Look at that, 5.6. Now I'm finally detected now. His guns are not even in position to fire. I smoke up. Now he has no radar or hydro. And now I just launch a torpedo spread. All you can do is turn, tuck tail, run away, and so forth. Look at how horrendous these guns are. I'm trying to take some damage off the Druid, but if I go against one-on-one the Druid will win. So I'm not going to play this game. Ooh, he takes one right up the derriere right there and takes out... his rudder and whatever. And is he flooding? No, he's not. He's healing. All right, 78,000 damage with just torpedoes. No guns. Nothing. I don't even think I hit anything. I'm terrible at aiming at these guns. I really don't know how to shoot these guns. I don't play this. This is why I don't play the Shimakaze too much. I got 83,000 spotting damage. So again, this is all you do is just run around. I'm just a forward-looking observer. And he goes down with bombs from a Trump. Great, amazing gameplay. So again, recap, what does the Shimakaze do very well? You're seeing it right here. I just outspot everybody. Druid, what is he going to do? He can't do anything. He's going to get outspotted. I just tuck tail, run away, launch some torpedoes in a general direction, hope for the best, and nothing happens. Everybody gets a free shot at the Druid, and now I spot the Vermont. It can go in and cap if I need to, or if it doesn't want to, just tuck tail, run, hide, and spot again, launching torpedoes from a safe distance. And again, I don't really get too many torpedoes. Even with those 12 to 20 kilometer torpedoes, they're horrendously slow. They're spotted from the moon. I don't know. I think the 8-kilometer torpedoes are a little bit more fun because at least you can speed them up, get close in, and do these devastating torpedo strikes. But that's it. Now you just saw right there how boring that was. I did not do anything really. I don't think it was that effective. I don't play Shimakaze much. I don't see it too many competitive, and that's the reason why. So even the smokes don't really do too much for other people. You can smoke up somebody, but they don't last as long as, say, gearing or so forth. But there you go. That's the Shimakaze in a nutshell. That's why I don't play it. That's why I don't see enjoyment in it. And that's why I like destroying them, because they just are an annoying thorn in your side. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like Shimakaze? Do you play it? Is there a better way to play this thing? Leave your comments below. As always, help out the community out. Thanks for stopping by. If you see me out there, make sure you say hello. Bill will be at the end of the video. Take care, guys. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.